We all know that all-inclusive hotels can be hit or miss, and today I want to focus on one that was an absolute hit, and that is S Hotel located in Montego Bay. So I have had the privilege, the esteemed honor and privilege of staying at this hotel on two separate occasions over the past 3 years. In 2023, I stayed there for my bachelorette trip. It was a girls' trip with 8 of us ladies, and it was such a memorable experience. I think a big part of why we had such an enjoyable time was due to the accommodation that we chose. Even though this is a boutique hotel, it was spacious enough for us to have our pool chairs all together, have our beach chairs all together, and even at dinner, like all being able to sit together at one table, which I loved. Now, the second time I went to S Hotel was last year in 2025 for my husband's 30th. And that experience was equally as special. It was obviously a bit more intimate with it being just me and him. And it also goes to show that no matter the occasion, no matter the size, within reason, right? Like no matter the size of your group, this is a hotel that will absolutely exceed all of your expectations. And I want to first speak to who this type of hotel is actually for, like who would actually enjoy this experience. This hotel, as I just mentioned, is a boutique hotel. So you're not going to be seeing hundreds of people, hundreds of rooms. No, it is, you get that boutique feel like as you walk into the lobby and you're greeted with your rum punch or your mocktail punch, whatever that may be. And the hospitality that you receive as you enter the doors is very much giving like, come on in fam, like, it's been a minute, let's catch up type of energy, which I absolutely love. I naturally gravitate towards boutique hotels. So like Kimpton, for example, is a hotel branch that I typically stay at when I'm traveling as well, because I just enjoy the feel of like not feeling like I'm just a number. So if you enjoy a boutique hotel, this is definitely going to be for you. There's a ton of Jamaican culture baked into the, of course, the food. Like the food is, as someone whose parents are Jamaican, honey, them cooks are definitely local, okay? The artwork, like there's so much history and artwork baked into the decor of the hotel. And I will also say just like there's so many cute remnants of like Bob Marley and Red Stripe. They'll use like Red Stripe as their vases and it's just adorable. So that is definitely something to keep in mind as well. Now, if you are someone who is going on vacation looking to just like relax and lounge, they have a beautiful, stunning spa. They also have 2 different pools. So they have one like on the main level, you just like walk straight through the lobby and you see the pool and then you see the beach. But they also have one on the rooftop, which is really cool because it kind of looks like an infinity pool when you're, depending on the angle that you're looking at it from, but it's also like the glass is see-through. So it's a great setup for photos. And the pool times in which they're open differ based off of if you want to be upstairs or downstairs. So the upstairs one is definitely giving like me and Bay are just trying to go for a late night swim type of energy. And they have a bunch of really cool opportunities for you to do like activities up there. So they did like a drink making contest. They did like a karaoke night and that was all, really just fun, lax, but a good time. Also, if you enjoy local cooking, so if you are someone who either has been burned with past all-inclusive hotels where I have my stories, but if you've gone to some all-inclusives where the food has been terrible or just bland, like you do not have to worry about that at S Hotel. They have a jerk pit every day and, we'll take care of jerk chicken for you. They have, I think it's three different, I'm trying to think. I think there were 3 different restaurants. So like they had a steakhouse, they had a like Jamaican cuisine, and they had one more that I can't remember. And then they also have like their typical buffet, and an area where they have like the cafe for your coffee and your smoothies and all that jazz. So there's plenty of options to choose from. If you do want just like a sandwich or, a pastry, you go to the cafe. If you want a full spread, you go to the buffet or sign up for one of the restaurants. And we never had any issues with the bachelorette trip. We did have an issue with getting bookings just because there were so many of us, but when it was just me and my husband, no issues with actually getting to experience all three of the restaurants, which was nice. Now, with respect to the setup, if you enjoy being outdoors and, you know, getting to lounge out at the pool, at the beach, having the activities that the hotel provides being outdoors as well, then you're going to love this hotel. They had, of course, I had to dabble into like the jazzercise, like pool exercises they had. But as I mentioned earlier, they also had a bunch of other stuff like dancing, and they have a calypso band, which is great. They had the drink making contest and all that. So there's a ton to do, but I will caution and share that the majority of their activities are actually outdoors. So if that's your jam, then cool. So I mentioned the pool, I mentioned the two pools, the access to the beach. The beach is beautiful. I think it's called Doctor's Cove or Doctor's Cave or something like that. But just like that part of Montego Bay, you can literally go out in, 10, 11 a.m. and literally just look down and see the sand. It is absolutely spectacular. They actually have like trampolines out in the ocean as well, which was really fun. We have some funny memories out on the trampolines, and yeah, definitely a place where you are going just to like woosah and relax. They also they have music, as I mentioned, they have the calypso band, but it's not going to be like one of those hotels where you're like trying to go to sleep at 10 p.m. and you just hear boom, 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 boom. Like that's not the type of time that S Hotel is on. It's very much giving demure, classy. And yeah, like the calypso band, the singers will come out, and that was good. Like that's all we needed. So I absolutely loved all of those components about S Hotel based off of what we were looking for. Let's get into who this hotel is not for. If you are coming to Jamaica and wanting to be on the rah-rah, like like not uns. I mean, yeah, some of the hotels are very heavy uns, but if you are looking to party, this is not going to be the hotel that provides you with that kind of atmosphere. I've been to the Rius, and both in Negril and Montego Bay, as well as others outside of Jamaica, like the one in Cabo. And they have the all-white parties, they have the bubble parties and all of that. You're not going to get that type of scene here at S Hotel. And honestly, it's just not really the energy or vibe that they market or they are known for. So just be aware of that. If you're looking for the rah-rah, go to Riu. Another thing to consider is that if you are someone who does prefer like indoor activities and, a vast and expansive indoor experience, this is also not the place for you. So even their lobby, the way that it's structured, you walk in from the front of the lobby and that door is open. Now, the lobby itself is very high ceilings, like it's beautifully vaulted, but the other side of the lobby is going towards the pool, and that door is typically open too. And so when it comes to the humidity and the heat and all of that, like I will say that even when we were trying to take pictures for my bachelorette trip and like thinking that, okay, we're indoors, like it's gonna be pretty chill. Nah, baby, that heat is still like, hey girl, how you doing? So keep that in mind as well if you are just like not a fan of the heat, especially if you're going in the summertime, which why would you go to Jamaica in the summertime if you don't like the heat? Anyways, so that's something to keep in mind. And then the last thing that I will say for who it's not for is if you are someone who needs to have like a state-of-the-art type of gym when you are on vacation, because this is one of the downsides of S Hotel, if I'm being honest. They do not have the best gym. It is on it's almost like in the basement, and it's very dark. The machines are a bit outdated, but it gets the job done. So if you just need to do like a quick 12-3-30, followed by some lifting, there's a TV in there, there's water, there's, towels, the basic necessities, but you're not going to be in this expansive and, state-of-the-art type of Pelotons and rowers. Not that type of time. So that's something to keep in mind. From a proximity standpoint, I love that S Hotel is like minutes from the airport, because as soon as I get off that plane, I'm trying to get to my room, take a shower, and get on that beach. Like, I don't want to be the reality with like going to Ocho Rios or Negril. Like, you're going to be in that car for a little minute, but not something you have to worry about at S Hotel. And I also love the proximity to Hip Strip. You can get to Hip Strip and by walking, which we chose to do on both trips. Very silly, but you know, it's super close to Hip Strip. If you want to go check out the KFC, you can also walk there too. And yes, I hope this is helpful just in like painting a picture of what to expect and who the resort is for versus who it is not. And it's important to kind of know that before you go into any vacation. So whether you're doing a big celebration like a bachelorette trip, whether you're doing a more intimate experience like a vacation, or I would even go as far to say if you're doing a solo trip, I think that S Hotel is perfect for that, because if you're just wanting to lounge out at the pool and then go dip into the beach and then go up to your room, like everything is right there. And I think that's the beauty of being in a all-inclusive hotel that does make you feel safe, that does have high quality amenities and also has high quality food, is like you honestly don't have to leave the premises if you don't want to. So that's all things S Hotel. I cannot wait to share some more videos on just like sharing the beauty of this accommodation at the end of the week whenever I do my vlog. And just now, real quick, none of this is paid. This is all just based off of the pure joy and peace and just excitement that I have about how amazing this hotel is. So if you have any questions about it, please do drop them in the comment section. If you did enjoy this video, please be sure to like. And if you're new here, please be sure to subscribe. We will be going through vacation in Jamaica over the next few days, and I look forward to seeing you all tomorrow. Bye.